Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Don Walters welcoming you to another edition of the Staten Island Bowling Club. Today finds us at Bowling on a Green with our 5th annual stop for our 1996 season. We have narrowed our field down to our top 8 bowlers. They are right now engaged in match play competition. And the winner for today's competition is going to take home $500 and advance to our Champion of Champions tournament, which is going to take place in February at Colonial Lanes. The leagues are back in progress here in Staten Island. It's a crisp fall day, and we're over here at Bowling on the Green. Before we continue, I just want to thank all you bowlers for your continued support. You have made us the longest running sports show on CTV. We'll be celebrating our 10th anniversary in February of 1997 from Colonial Lanes. Also, in 1997 at Colonial Lanes, we'll be celebrating our 20th anniversary for our Staten Island Singles Classic. And that will take place in March at Colonial Lanes. But right now, we're over here at Bowling on a Green. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to introduce you to some of the bowlers that fell by the boards the first round of competition. We are back at Bowling on a Green, and I have with me to my left a face that's becoming very familiar with the Staten Island Bowling Club, and that is one young Mike O'Brien. Mike, you finished 6th place overall over here. You're one of the up-and-coming young lions on the Staten Island circuit this year. You're one of the better bowlers in my Rocky Foss Memorial League, which now houses at Colonial Lanes. And your first round of competition, you lost to Tony Fontana.
Yeah, I thought I needed a mark in the 10th, and I actually went to handicap. And I thought when I made the spare in the 10th, I thought I needed to strike to tie, and I wound up losing by 3 points. But I threw the ball good. I mean, you keep throwing the ball good. I made some change over the summer, and I just keep going at it. Just keep throwing a lot of strikes.
Well, you made it, you know, the liability you had today, Mike, is the fact that you're bowling with only 4 pins. You were spotting Tony Fontana 28 pins, and that's a big deficit to come back against, especially when he come out of the chute real early on you. Yeah,
you have to throw strikes. You have to get at least like 2 or 3, 4 in a row just to get some confidence in it. And that's the way it is. You have to throw 2 or 3 strikes in a row and hope your opponent falters. That's the way it is.
Mike, I want to thank you for bowling. We're going to be back here again next week, you know, with our 300 Club Scratch Tournament. And I know we'll see you then. And then, of course, we'll see you Sunday morning at Colonial in the Rocky Foss Memorial League.
All right, thanks. When I get to defend my club.
There you go. And that will take place next week. Thanks again, Mike O'Brien, for bowling with us. And he finished 6th place overall. Next up is one of our newcomers to the Staten Island Bowling Club, the KG veteran, Jerry Lyman. Jerry, coming to qualify last Saturday, I believe. That's correct. You shot very well at Bowling on the Green. Very vulnerable opponent today about 8. He's on the show so often you're going to start bowling.
I bowl with Bobby in the Monday night league down here at the Green, so I know he's tough.
There's no quit in him, but you put up a good fight. It was one of these battles that went down to the last frame. Who performs best in the 10th? And today, Bobby was equal to it.
I had a key shot was the 8th frame for me. I had a strike up in the 7th and buried the ball at the 7-10 split, and that was it. He took advantage of it.
Type of bowler, you've got to put the final nail in the coffin to get him down and out, needless to say.
That's for sure. But I had a good time. It was my first time making the finals, and I'm planning on coming back.
Well, we're going to be back next week, as I said, with the Scratch Tournament, the 300 Club. And our first 2 weekends are going to find us at Colonial Lanes with our 6th and final stop this year, the Staten Island Bowling Club.
I'll be there. Count on.
Hope to see you then, Jerry. Thank you for bowling with the Staten Island Bowling Club. That was Jerry Lyman. That was another one of the bowlers that went by the boards the first round of competition. Next up is another up-and-coming young man here on the circuit with Staten Island Bowling, Vinny Russo. Vinny, last time you were on the show with me, we finished 2nd place to Joe Tusser over at Colonial Lanes. I think you gained a little experience as a result of it.
Yeah, I did. A lot of experience. I'm doing okay. Just didn't bowl too good today.
Well, you had Walter Palmer today. You had him on the ropes, and you really let it get away, as I said to you early on. You broke in the 9th and the 10th frame. Crunch time, you had to get it done. You didn't get it done.
Yeah, I wound up with 2 splits, and just couldn't convert them. And killed me. Lost by 5 pins.
Again, sometimes you have to lose more than once to advance. So hopefully you gain some more experience with that. You'll grow with that, and you are becoming a better bowler physically. So now hopefully mentally the pieces are starting to fall in place.
They are. I tell you, I've been bowling really well. Just didn't bowl too good today. This morning or this afternoon.
Where this morning?
At Colonial Lanes, the Rocky Fast Money.
Oh, are you in the Rocky Fast League also?
Better leagues on the D-Bus.
The premiere Sunday morning.
That's it.
I know because I've been running it for 30 years, and we are over at Colonial Lanes, and we're having a super year over there with our Rocky Fast League at Colonial Lanes. And you are one of the reasons why.
Thank you. It's a pleasure bowling there.
Great changes over there, but that's a different show. I want to thank you for today, Vin. Thanks for bowling, being part of it. That's Vinny Russo. He's one of our bowlers from the Rocky Fast Memorial League. And we have another man that made his presence felt, and he always seems to make his presence felt when he bowls at the Staten Island Bowling Club, Willie Apo. This young man came over yesterday to qualify, shot 707 scratch with his 40 pins, gave him a 747 total. Came out of the shoot real quick today, but I think your downfall was the amount of pins you were spotting.
That's right. I had a chance, though. At 10th frame, I did get a shot. And I buried 10th. I guess that's the way it is. But I felt better. I've been away for a while. I haven't been a lot. And now I think I'll be back again. It'll be good.
Willie, the thing about you is your ratio for tournament entry to tournament cash is phenomenal. Every time you're in one of my events, you always seem to do well.
I can believe that too. I guess when it comes to tournaments, I do good. But now it's hard for me now because I'm spotting a lot of pins now because of my average. But not a lot of that, man. But you know, I think the only thing I could do is just bowl good and be consistent. And I'm having fun.
And consistency, of course, lies with a good, strong first ball. Leave makeable spares, keep yourself in play, and go for it.
I agree with you. That's what I'm doing.
Telephone.
Thank you for bowling with us, Willie. Hopefully we're going to see you next week right here with our 300 scratch tournament. Okay? We have 4 bowlers remaining in our semifinal match. We have we got Bobby Kaefel going against Mike Linear, and in the other match we find Walter Palmer going up against Tony Fontana. Now the winner of each of those 2 games will bowl in our championship match on lanes 39 and 40. And we'll be back in a minute with some of those bowlers. Okay, we are back at Bowling on a Green here with our 5th stop, our Staten Island Bowling Club. And I have with me the man that finished 3rd place today in today's competition, Walter Palmer. Walter, you come over here yesterday to qualify. You shot lights out. You bowled the first squad. You betted yourself the second squad to make it qualifying. You won your first match today. Second match against Tony Fontana, you ran into some trouble.
Yeah, the lane was looking a little more like I anticipated that it would be, and I didn't make the adjustment quickly enough. I ended up changing balls. It was too little, too late.
You finished 3rd place overall. Tony is one of the fellas that's really improving his game. Each week he seems to get better. Each tournament he seems to get better. He's got the attitude now. He believes in himself. He knows how to win, and it certainly showed against you today.
Yeah, as he gave me a chance in the 10th frame, I didn't take advantage of it.
I remember yesterday I tabbed you, excuse me, as a favorite coming into today's competition. I promise I will no longer tab you as a favorite. I won't be the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, you're the kiss of death.
Simonelli is not here, so in lieu of him not being here, I was a kiss of death. But I should tell all you good people that Walter is another one of the bowlers in my very prestigious Rocky Fast Memorial League that bowls at Colonial Lanes on Sunday morning. And we're having a good time over there.
Yeah, the shot's a little different than it is here in the country. It's rather unique.
18 solid teams. You got good quality bowlers. Premier League on Sunday morning.
Yeah, it's a good league. The shot wasn't bad this morning. It was a little tricky, but it was playable. It wasn't a gimmick.
You'll be there. We'll be there. Walter, as always, thank you. I'm going to see you next week right here with the 300 Club Scratch Tournament. Okay, sir? That was Walter Palmer, finished third place overall. And the man that finished fourth today, one of the newcomers to the Staten Island Bowling Club, making his first appearance on cable, Mike Linear. Michael, you joined us back at Columbian Lanes. You got your feet wet over there with the bowling club. You come over here, had a nice outing in your first day of qualifying, made the board. You won one game today before you lost in your second round of competition to a very tough Bobby Kaefel.
Yeah, he shot a real nice game. A little nervous second game. Did my best. I'm happy.
Got a little experience, a little one-on-one type competition, me against you, you know, the hero and the GOAT. Bobby Kaefel is not the type of guy that's going to beat himself. He knows how to play the lanes, he knows how to adjust quickly and accordingly. You're going to grow from your experience today. The next time out at Colonial and the next club stop, you're going to be even better. You're one of the young bowlers coming up on a circuit.
Yeah. I'll do a lot better in the future.
You will. The game is going to improve on a monthly basis. You just have to think less and execute less. That's the name. Thank you for calling us. And we'll see you at Colonial Lanes in 2 weeks. Okay, we have one match left. Our title match today is going to feature Bobby Kaefel, who will be looking for his fourth title with the Staten Island Bowling Club, and he's going to go up against Tony Fontana, who is looking for his first full title. Now, Tony has a half a title. He won a Scotch doubles last year at Colonial Lanes with Rich Frelmany. So we're going to bring you those two bowlers. We'll have a quick interview with the two bowlers, and then we're going to bring you the championship match on lanes 37 or 39 and 40. Okay, before we get it on for our title match here at Bowling on the Green, we're going to take a quick minute to introduce our two combatants for our championship match. We're going to find Tony Fontana to my left, taking on Bobby Kaefel to my right. Now, Bobby Kaefel is seeking his 5th club title with the Staten Island Bowling Club, and Tony Fontana will be looking for his first full title in today's competition. So I have one question. I'm going to ask both you guys the same question. I'm going to start with Tony. And my question is what you have to do to win today.
Just make my spares. I know I'm going to throw strikes. I just got to make them in spares. I throw the ball straight at my spares. Just a matter of putting the ball where I want it to be. Yeah, makeable spares. Yeah, don't leave unmakeable spares, splits. Never turn down pins.
Mr. Kaefel, what must you do to win today?
I'm not done. First of all, it's a pleasure bowling with Anthony. He loves when I call him Anthony. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break his legs. No, all kidding aside, I gotta focus. Tony's a tough competitor. I bowled against him in the Thursday night league. The man starts stroking, I have to keep with him. He shot a 300 not too long ago.
Yes, he did.
And I like him. I just want to go out there and have some fun. The best man may win.
You know, Bobby, when you qualified last weekend, you shot 279, 279. You just now shot a 268 and knocking off Mike Linear. Maybe that momentum will carry into the final.
Hopefully. But you know, I know.
Fresh oil. So that has to also happen.
Well, no. If the shot is where I think it is, it's going to be a good game. I like to win. I like to see Tony win, but there'll be one winner, one loser, and maybe we'll try and do it again.
Tony, as I said, Tony, we got a fresh set of lanes out there. Hasn't been used today. A little adjustment factor for you.
That lane in qualifying yesterday gave me a lot of trouble. I had 60. I needed about a 200 going into that last game, and I started out with open. I ended up with 65 in the 5th. I had a strikeout. I made a ball change, struck out from the 6th frame on, shoot 215, and I think I know what I got to do on that pair for the same as yesterday.
Remember, yesterday is done, so you put it behind you. You come in with a whole new focus today. Okay, viewers, there are the two bowlers we have for our title match. That's going to take place on 39 and 40, and we're going to bring you that match in 1 minute.
Tony, when are you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, we are back with our championship match here at Bowling on the Green. and it features Tony Fontana against Bobby Kaefel. Now, Bobby Kaefel, lefty, is looking for his 5th title with the Staten Island Bowling Club, and Tony Fontana has half a title. He won Scotch doubles over Colonial Lanes in October of last year, so he's looking for his first full title, first single title for Tony Fontana. And his partner was Richie Fraumeni. So now Richie's in the audience. Richie is in the building, I guess you could say. So Tony is going to be receiving 9 pins from Bobby Kaefel. Because Tony has 28 pins total. And 28 pins total, and Bobby Kaefel has 19 pins. So they go to the congratulatory handshake, and now we're ready. We're waiting for the arrows up on the screen. That's where our delay seems to be. The conditions over here at Bowling on a Green for the last 2 weekends have been very consistent, not only from the right side, but from the left side as well. We've had 8 qualifiers, 8 finalists. We had 3 lefties and 5 righties, which is an indication of that. And Bowling on a Green, as you can see, is fully modernized with state-of-the-art scoring. And we're now ready to get it on as Tony Fontana will bowl in lane number 40 in his first frame, and he will be receiving 9 pins from Bobby Kaefel. Championship matches features right-handed Tony Fontana, who leaves a sticky 4-pin on the first shot of the championship match against left-handed Bobby Kaefel. He's one of these guys lefty who comes to every tournament regardless where it is.
Use a few more like this. Bobby Kaefel is also a long-time member.
An indication that is the fact that he already has 4 titles, Bobby Kaefel. He's looking for his 5th. Tony flagged that 4th in his first shot. I think it's a little bit of a disadvantage to open up the championship match. Tony rushed the line on the first shot, so right by the 4th pin,
That's 4 pin, that 4 pin,
so in the ball match, it's going to come up on the floor. Bobby Kaefel throws a strike, and he already has the handicap made up in one shot. The handicap is made up. Bobby Kaefel, lefty, is coming off a 268 scratch game in the last match against Mike Linear. So he's got the momentum in his direction. Let's see if he can carry it from lanes 35 to lanes 39 and 40. Brand new set of lanes being used for the first time today.
He's been prone to dump it in the gutter a couple of times. So far, the shots are still
He's got the first over of the match early on in the championship match. A little early pressure on Tony Fontana. Nice at the pins and back to the strike. Separate sheet. Let's see if Tony can answer the call.
Anniversary of the Staten Island Bowling Club. It's so hard to believe it seems like just yesterday we started. It's true. Here it is 10 years later and still going strong. The longest running show in Central America. Amazing. We were told it couldn't be done. It would never last.
A congratulatory handshake from winner to runner-up. We're going to take a quick break, Lefty. We'll come back. We'll spend some time with our runner-up and our latest champion, Bobby Kaefel. We are back here at Bowling on a Green, and I have with me my latest runner-up, Tony Fontana. And we are honored with the presence of one Charlie Montalbano. Charlie, I'm glad that you're here with us for our finals here, a championship match that you just witnessed. Tony Fontana was looking for his first title with the Staten Island Bowling Club. Was outdone today by one Bobby Kaefel, who secured his 5th title. And it's always nice to come back here to Bowling on the Green like we do. We'll be here again next week, with our scratch tournament. And I know you have some consoling words for our
Oh, yeah. Tony, I'm always for you 100%. And one day maybe you'll get into bowling or bowling alley at least one of our leagues. But I love him, and he's been bowling good. I watched him all week, all weekend, and he's been doing very well. So, but Bobby's hard to beat because the left-hander is tough. Tough. You got to give us an advantage once in a while, as right. So, where is this? Where is this? Okay.
Comment to this young man that I mentioned early on. I said if he could make a spare, it would be dangerous. Starts the match, and I think it was a detriment for you today was to go first. Okay, because you weren't into the full flow of the match. You left the 4-pin, you rushed the first shot, went right by the 4-pin, and I think from there for you it was downhill from there because you started thinking.
Made a lot of good shots, didn't carry.
Good shots, you didn't carry.
And then I compounded the game. I compounded the top, just a 10-pin and made a 4-pin.
You'll be back next week with a tournament right here. It's a scratch tournament. You always make your presence felt when you're in our club tournaments, and next week will be no exception to that rule. Okay, we thank you. We're going to see you next week. As the Staten Island Bowling Club. Okay. Charlie, you're going to do the honors and present this to our latest champion. Okay, now.
Bobby.
He needs a bigger case to put them in. He needs a bigger case to put them in. All right, we're going to let you do the honors. Okay, I'm going to let you do the honors and present this trophy, which is presentation purposes only, to Mr. Kaefel. Okay,
Yeah, Bobby, we want to give you this trophy here for title number 5 with from the Staten Island Bowling Club tournament and from Bowling on the Green. And you're always got left-handers out here to kill us, but maybe I can do something to hurt you a little bit next year.
I'm going to hurt him enough when I take the picture.
Yeah, I know. And as far as the $10,000 that we're supposed to get, Donnie and I are going to split. Is that okay with you? We're leaving to Las Vegas.
Don't forget Lefty G now.
Yeah.
I'll buy you that shave.
I carried the change. I carried the change.
Oh, don't worry. You come right along with it.
I must say that bowling on the green had a very good shot here all the 2 weeks that we were here. I mean, I bowled just to be competitive. But Tony Fontana is a very good bowler. I got a couple of breaks when he missed those 2 spades, and that was the end of the game. I can't take anything away from Tony. But I want to thank you, and I want to thank.
That's Donnie Walters. Well, you know, he's well liked throughout the community and all that. You know.
Also, Billy D. Ambrose helped me out tremendously. In strike zone close shot here at the green, he helped me out tremendously, especially with his ball. But I just hope I can bowl as well. During tournaments, and I can't really replay because during replay,
well, that's because you bowl against me. Choke once in a while. You know, okay. Well, he bowls because he wants to win the pots. He does well. Because he's on the, what do we do? We give you how many pins? 12 pins. Go ahead, Don. I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, Charlie, I just want to thank you for hosting us.
I appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure to be here. We're going to be back next weekend with our 300 scratch tournament right here. Okay? You always roll out the right way. I thank you for that. It's always a pleasure to come back.
That is, but also business matters. I appreciate that.
And as for you, young man, title number 5. You've been in the winner's circle before. And I think the turning point in this match, to me, when I mentioned this to Lefty early on, Tony came out of the chute, he left the 4-pin, and he sailed right by it. And I think at that point in time, he was effective anyway. You, Mr. Steady, Mr. Consistent, you put the ball on the hole, you're going to make it spares, you catch a double, you put a little pressure on Tony Fontana, the rest is just history, it's just a matter of formality to go through the match.
Well, you have to, because when Tony missed the 4-pin, I was on a double. Not to take anything away, Tony's a very good bowler, you know. But I don't know, being on TV or the lights had anything to do with it. But he looked like he was a little bit tighter, you know. And if he starts, relax and let's have some fun. But like I said, the last telecast I was on, I was always up in there, 5th or 6th. You know, I feel so good to be up here. You know, plus I got my buddies over there, my good friend Gino Casello, who'll be retired. And the guys at the local 7. Yes, and Donnie, I want to thank you. I've never had so much fun.
Well, here's the other guy that's in. Look, Memorial Day against Colonial Lanes
on Sunday morning. The most prestigious Sunday morning league in Staten Island, without question.
Without question. You got 18 good teams. It's going to be a tough league, and it's a competitive league, and that's what we like.
Your friend of the
Yes.
All you people that are watching this cable cast, run over to Colonial Lanes on Sunday morning and take a shot. Sunday morning, Rocky Fossil in existence since 1959, and I've been a secretary. I've had the good fortune of doing that job since 1967. So when you got nothing to do on Sunday morning, you're waiting for kickoff, run over to Colonial, take a look at the quality league at Colonial Lanes on Rocky Fossil Memorial. And for all you viewers, I want to thank you for making the Staten Island Bowling Club the longest running sports show on CTV. We'll be celebrating, Bobby, our 10th anniversary in February at Colonial Lanes.
That's great.
And we'll be celebrating our 20th anniversary of our Staten Island Singles Classic, and that takes place at Colonial Lanes in March. So, you viewers, I thank you for that. And Lefty, as always, I mean, words cannot say what this man here means to the Staten Island Bowling Club. Words cannot say. Thank you for 10 years of service with us. And it's nice to get you out there all the time so that people who don't know your face, and I can't imagine who doesn't, not by being here, they know the backbone of the Staten Island Bowling Club. And there are some people that don't want to know me, and we know who they are. But for all you viewers, Bobby, again, congratulations, title number 5. And for all you people, remember one thing, to go bowling makes you feel like you'd like to.